Hi, and now in this class we will see how we can manage the pods. So, as in our previous classes, we have shown when we were deploying some application or some containerized application. So at that time, pods were also created. Like we were defining how many replicas are needed, all those things, like in the deployment.yml file. So now what we are going to do today, we will basically manage all the pods, how we can do it, and we will see what are the commands which we can use. So let's start. Make sure your minikube should be in the running state. So let me just check the status. Minikube status, by using this command, you can check the status of minikubes, and here you can see it's perfectly running fine. Okay, so the first thing which we will do right now is we will just create one new pod. So there are two ways. One is using the command line and other way is using the YAML file. So the very first and simple method is using the command line. So how we can do it? Just use kubectl run command, and then you need to give the pod name. So here I will give the pod name as nginx-3, and then the image which you need to provide is this nginx, and it will create on pod. So in this way you can create the pod. And also the other way which we have to create the pod is using YAML file. But before that, let's check how many pods are there we have. So to check that, we have one separate command, that is kubectl get pods. So with this you can check how many pods we have. So here you can see the pod name which we defined just now is nginx-3, and here you can see it's in running stage. Okay. So with this, you can check the how many pods we have. These three pods are from the previous classes, and these two also. Okay. This nginx-2 is also from the previous class, and this one just right now which we created. Okay, cool. So now the next thing which we'll do here is how we can just create the YAML file, and using that how you can create one pod. So just similar to the previous class which we had done with the deployment with the YAML file. So what you can do, you can just create one pod spec.yml. Okay, and inside that you will need to write the YAML code. So how you can do it? It's very simple. The first thing which you need to define is the API version. So you can do like this, API version : and just give in space and version 1. This one is done, and you need to define the kind. It means what type of object is there, whether it's a pod or it's a deployment. So here you can just write the pod. Next we have some metadata, like we will define the name of the, what do we say? We define the name of the pod. So the name we can define as the nginx-4. Moving forward, we need to define the specifications of the pod, like containers specifications. So there will be containers, and inside containers we can have the name of the container. The name I will give the here as nginx-4. Okay, this is the container name. And next we have image. So the image, what we will do, image we will be using this one same, like this. Okay, nginx is the image. Next we have to provide the ports. Okay, so for ports also the same we have. You can do define the port like this. Container port, and the port will be 80. Okay, so now it's done. Like now what the thing is, here you are defining one container. Okay, and it's one. Again, if you want to define some other containers, you can just copy this thing and you can paste it here. Okay, like this is just array. Okay, so here you can just write some other images and all. Okay, so in this way you can just define multiple containers in a single pod. Okay, so now I just save this file, and what I do, let me just reduce its size. Oh, let me just close it. Okay, fine. So now what the thing is, how you will create with the YAML files. So the command for it is kubectl create -f, and the name of the file, that is pod spec.yml, and here you can see nginx-4 is created. Now when I do the kubectl get pods, so here you will see we have nginx-4. Okay, so in this way you can just create the pods, okay, using the command line or using the YAML file. So it's that simple. So now if you want to check the log of some pod, so how you can do it? You have to just use kubectl logs and the name of the pod which you want to check. So I want to check nginx -4. And okay, we have written some spelling mistake. Okay, fine. Okay, so as you can see, this is the whole log of that particular pod. Okay, nginx 4. In that we have used nginx as the, what we say, here you can see application or image is the right thing. Okay, so we have used nginx image in that container. Okay, so in this way we can get the logs as well. And suppose if you want to do like update in pod, so how you can do it? You have to just use the kubectl apply -f, and whatever the specification file is there, you update there and it will be updated automatically. Okay. And next also very important thing we have is the describe. So how we can do it? To describe any pod, it will give you more information. So kubectl describe pod, and the pod name what we have is pod name, let's take nginx -4. And here you'll get all the information like what's the name, namespace, priority, service, count, and the node which you have is the minikube, when it is created, what's the IP in the cluster, everything, and the container ID, event, and the image, what is image has been used, image ID, port. So everything you'll get when you describe it, okay? And also here you can see the events, what are the events, the default scheduler here used to manage the pod. Okay, and the pulling, pull, create, start, these all things has been done by the help of kubelet. Okay, so now you can just relate to the concept of the architecture, whatever the thing was there in the Walker notes, what was the kubelet was there, why it was there, and also the scheduler which you had discussed. So different types of schedulers. So now you can relate it with all those concepts. Okay. So in this way, you can just describe any pod. And also the last part which is here to cover is that the scaling of pod. How you can scale a pod. Suppose if you check for the deployment, let me just clear the screen. And the command which you have is kubectl get deployment. Okay. So here you can see we have nginx deployment, and we have this on nginx 2 we have. So currently we have one pod, okay, and in this we have 3 pods. So to scale, what you can do, to scale you have to just use kubectl scale, and deployment you have to write because you're like doing in the deployment, that's why. And the deployment name which we have is I will do in this one, deployment. And then you have to provide the replicas. So in the replicas, what happens in that, when you will provide it, suppose 2, so what it will do, it will delete one pod in that. If you provide 4, so it will create 1 pod. Okay. So it was created on the same configuration which is already there. Like in which that other pods are running with that configuration. So same configuration will be used by the next pod as well. So how you can do it, if I do it 4 here and hit enter, and here you can see deployment scale. Now if I do get deployment, so here you can see up to where is 4 available 4. Again, let me check. So here you can see 4 is there, means 4 pods are there now running inside that deployment. So if you do get pods, so here you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 pods we have. So in this way, you can manage your pods. And also the last one which you have is how you can delete the pod. So to delete the pod, the simple command which we have is kubectl delete, and the pod, the keyword, and the pod name, which what is the pod name? I want to nginx -3. So as you can see, pod is deleted. So that's all about me managing a pods. I hope you liked it, and if you have any query, you can ask it in the comment section. So thank you for watching, and I'll meet you in the next class. Thank you.